Zebra Family channel. If you have not subscribed, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
On the 3rd of November 2014, Brigadier Gininda was not the investigating officer in this case. Do you know that?
Yes, I know that.
Okay. Ngazo i-3 November ke-2014 uyakwazi ukuthi-ke ubrigadier Gininda kwakungasiyena-ke umphenyi walelo cala. Yebo ngiyakwazi lokho.
And what I've noted, the correct procedure was followed. You received the exhibit from the case administration. You did the testing and the examination of the firearm. As a result, the results were negative. I'm happy about that evidence. And that the fact that I have to emphasize Brigadier Gininda was not an investigating officer at that time. Let's move on.
Sorry, for my own understanding, the assertion now which you are putting, are you linking it to the fact that you say the firearm which was the license of the alleged firearm which he also examined,
Yes,
belonged to Chico Twala,
correct.
right? And then you extrapolate that fact to say that you will tell him that it is Longway who fired the shot. How do you link the two?
No. I'm saying Chico Twala is the owner of the firearm.
Right? And he's the father to Longway, you say.
He's the father to Longway.
Right?
Longway was at the crime scene when Senzo was shot.
Right?
But Chico was not there.
Right?
My concern is why the investigating officers at that time had to take the firearm that belonged to Chico for examination. That was my main concern.
Irrespective of the relationship of Chico and Longway.
Longway is the one. That would be the assumption to say, because Longway was present,
Yeah.
that's the reason why they had to go to Chico's Twala to take his firearm for examination.
Yeah,
but there must be a theory grounded from there.
Oh, I see. So
Yes.
the fact that you're saying you're putting it to this witness that you're not actually putting the assertion, you're
No.
indicating
Yes.
that theory which you allude to says that it is Longway who shot Senzo.
That's
Did I hear you properly?
That's correct.
Okay, fine.
And I'll put it further to you that the firearm that Longway used to shoot Senzo was a 38 special revolver, not a 9mm.
My lord, there was no evidence of a 38 special revolver or any revolver at the crime scene. The only evidence that was at the crime scene was a 9mm bullet that was recovered. Okunye futhi engizokutshela kona noma engizokusho kwenake ukuthi isibhamu esasetshenziswa uLongwe ukudubula uSenzo kwakuyi-38 special kwangasiyona-ke i-9mm. Umephendula-ke ufakazi ukuthi abukho ubufakazi obuthi-ke noma obukhuluma-ke nge-38 special. Ufakazi-ke ukuthi-ke isibhamu esasilaphayana kwakuyi-9mm.
I know why I'm asking this question, but these questions are not related to you, sir. To be honest, there were police officers, senior officers, who attended the crime scene just after Senzo was shot. Senior officers, but this is not relevant to you. Let's move on. May I move on, my lord?
Yes,
If
yes.
the court is satisfied. So now, after the testing, the firearm was negative, and thereafter, now, according to the evidence given by Brigadier Gininda and Mhola, Sergeant Mhola, was that they were appointed in 2018 as the investigating officers under CAS 636 of 10/2014.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to get into your way. you are saying, and the firearm which you tested, which was accompanied by a license,
Correct. That's correct, my lord.
was negative. You both agree.
Yes.
And now you're saying your learned colleague, Baloi, informs you that the license of that firearm, of the license which was
Tested.
seen
Yes.
by the colonel here,
Yes.
was belonging to Chico.
That's correct.
Is that also how you understand the evidence?
That's correct.
Right. Now, this court doesn't know that firearm which allegedly was accompanied by a license from which belongs to Chico. What type of firearm is that? Is it a 38 special? Is it an AK-47? Because this is your gloss over both of you.
It has been described, my lord, in
That's what?
paragraph 3.1.
Yes, we want to hear him say it. Or you tell him that it is this, because you have already told him that long short sensor with a 38 special.
Correct, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that firearm, what was it?
It's a 9mm. It's described in paragraph 3.1.
Paragraph 3.1. It was
It's a 9mm.
One 9mm parabellum.
It's not a 38 special.
No, my lord, it's not a 38 special.
Fine. So that everybody understands.
lana kumfulo ufuna ukwazi-ke ngoba khulunywa ngesibhamu-ke uthi yena-ke kasakazi-ke noma-ke akushiwongo-ke ummeli kanye naye-ke ufakazi ukuthi isiphi lesibhamu ngoba lana-ke kukhulunywa ngo-38 manje-ke ibhaliwe-ke la ku-3.1 ukuthi-ke lesibhamu lesi-ke khulunywa ngaso-ke lana kuyisona-ke kuthiwa badubula usenzo kwakuyi-9mm parabellum plus yona i-38 special.
May I proceed?
Yeah, yes.
So now, as I was putting to you that there's evidence before this honorable court that in November 2018, there were investigating officers that were appointed. That is Gininda, Mohola, Mohane, Mabena, to investigate the docket 636 of 10/2014. I'm just putting it to you.
My lord,
Now,
what I'm aware of, there was a number of investigating officers who were appointed to work on these cases. It's a lot of, I don't know them all, and I don't know when was Brigadier Gininda and his team appointed to work on this case.
Ngitshela kona-ke manje ukuthi ngaye-ke uNovember ka-2018 ngaphansi kwakhe-ke ukha 6/6/10/2014 ubrigadier Gininda, uMkhula, uMkhanye, uMabena baqokwa-ke ukuthi beyibona-ke abaphenya belicala bephendula-ke ukuthi-ke baningi noma bebaningi-ke ababephenya belicala-ke futhi angazi nokuthi-ke ubrigadier Gininda nethimba lakhe bona baqala nini ukuphenya belicala.
so my point is, the firearm that was brought to you for testing as per your affidavit under paragraph 3.1, that was the only firearm that was brought to you for examination.
No, my lord, as I said, it's not the only firearm that I have received for
Sorry,
examination.
let me rephrase it. Relating to this case.
That's correct.
Because when you receive it under case number 636.
That's correct, my lord. That's what I'm saying. In this specific case,
Yes.
this is not the only firearm that I have examined or compared to this bullet. There's a number of firearms that I have compared with this bullet.
Esengishilo-ke ngaphambilini ukuthi mayelana naleli cala leli-ke lesibhamu engikhuluma ngaso lana akusona kuphela-ke isibhamu esalethwa kumina-ke ukuthi ngiqhathaniseke nale nhlamvu le khona nezinye ibhamu ezalethwa kumina ukuthi ngivivinyeke noma ngiqhathanise nayo le nhlamvu le.
But for the first time, to do examination on a particular firearm, it's your evidence firstly that you were called by Brigadier Gininda on the 1st of June 2020, correct?
Which firearm, my lord? Can you rephrase the question?
Please listen to my question, Kenneth.
That's what
I'm
I'm listening to
saying,
the question.
for the first time, you were called on the 1st of June 2020 by Brigadier Gininda relating to 636 case.
Was the first time?
Yeah.
I can't remember when was the first time.
In your evidence, you said
ukuthi-ke yiliphi ihlandla lokuqala ufonelwa-ke uyena-ke ubrigadier Gininda ngoba-ke kumele unikeza nge-date engeyi-1 zikaJuni 2020.
In your evidence, in your affidavits, you stated that you received a call from Brigadier Gininda on the 1st of June 2020, whereby he said there's a person of interest that he wants you to assist him with. To remember that.
That's correct, my lord.
Ubufakazi bakho-ke noma-ke besona isitatimende sakho esifungele ushilo wathi-ke kwakungeyi-1st noma ngeyi-1 zikaJuni 2020 uma uthola-ke ucingo kuyo kuyena-ke uGininda athi-ke ukhona-ke umuntu-ke awubhekiwe-ke noma-ke ambhekile-ke afisa ukuthi umsize ngaye. Yebo, kuyiqiniso.
Was it the first time to interact with Brigadier Gininda on that day regarding this case?
My lord, it was not the first time I interacted with Brigadier Gininda. Before this, the day that he contacted me, there was a meeting that was held where all the officers who were involved in the investigations were called, and I attended that meeting. So there was a number of investigating officers. That's when I interacted with Brigadier Gininda on that meeting. And then after that, that's when he called me on this incident that we are referring to now.
Ngale-1 zikaJuni 2020 kwangasilona-ke ihlandla lokuqala ubrigadier Gininda-ke noma-ke ngihlangana naye noma ngikhulumisana naye-ke mayelana naleli cala leli-ke. Ngaphambi kwalokho-ke kwakunomhlangano owawukhona-ke laba futhi-ke kwabizwa futhi bonke-ke laba ababeqhenya-ke icala leli noma ababeliqhenya ngaphambilini-ke yila engahlangana naye khona-ke ubrigadier Gininda wase emuva kwalokho-ke exhumana nami-ke ngalo leli langa leli lange-1 zikaJuni 2020.
On the 1st of June 2020, when he phoned you, telephoned you, he requested you to meet at Villarreal police station.
That is correct.
Kuyiqiniso-ke ukuthi uma esephumana nami-ke ngazo le-1 zikaJuni 2020 wacela-ke ukuthi asihlangane-ke police station yaseValeria.
That's where you met, and he requested you. He first, before you performed those, according to his request, he requested you if this could be of assistance to determine a person who might be the person who shot Senzo.
Well, that's correct. He asked me with the height of the person.
Yes.
Will I be able to determine if the person can be the shooter, or can we, if we compare it with the trajectory that I have determined on the crime scene, the height of a person, will it make a difference, or will it specifically point to a specific person that this person with this height is most likely the person who could have shot this person? And I said, no, it's not possible with the height, because if you look at the person's hand or arm, it can change direction, it can change the height, it can either shoot straight from shoulder level or from any other position. So it's not going to be possible to determine if the person with this specific height can be exclusively say that is most likely the person who could have shot this.
Yena-ke wayibuza noma icela-ke kumina-ke ukuthi-ke uma ubheka-ke umuntu ukuthi ungakanani-ke fishane nobheke noma ukuthi-ke lokho kungasiza yini ukusho ukuthi kungaba uyena-ke lomuntu loyo okwaba uyena-ke okwadubula usenzo. Ngase ngisho-ke ukuthi cha, lokho angeke kusize-ke ngoba-ke naso-ke isandla somuntu kuya ngokuthi-ke sasime kanjani-ke ngenkathi sidubula. Ngakho-ke angeke uma ubheka ukuthi umuntu ungakanani ukuthi lokho kungasiza ukusho ukuthi ubani noma uyena owadubula.
So in other words, your answer was negative according to the request.
Yes, but I said it's not going to be possible, but let's try and see what we can get from the height of this person.
Ngasho ukuthi-ke lokho ngeke kwenzeke, kodwa-ke asibheke-ke sibone ukuthi singatholani-ke uma sibheka-ke lo muntu ukuthi ungakanani.
So what Brigadier Gininda asked you, was it part of your job description?
That is correct, my lord.
Lokho owekuza noma ekucela kona-ke ukuthi ukwenze ubrigadier Gininda ingaba kuyingxenye yini yomsebenzi wakho? Yebo, kuyiqiniso lokho.
So you agreed on the 1st of June 2020 you went to Villarreal police station where you met my client Sibia, correct?
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo-ke ngazo i-1 zikaJuni lezo 2020 ngase ngivuma-ke saya eVillarreal police station la esahlangana khona-ke naye uSibia.
So you took the height of Sibia, it was 1.7 something.
can't recall the height, but yes, I did. I took the height of Sibian.
Angisakhumbuli-ke ukuthi uma ngiqala-ke uSibiyake ngatholani-ke kodwa yebo kona-ke ngakwenza lokho.
You took also the height, you measured the shoulder,
Shoulder
from the
level.
shoulder to,
That is correct, my lord. I did that.
Ngakwenza-ke lokho ukusuka-ke ehlombe
and you also measured the elbow.
That's correct, my lord.
nayo-ke indololwane.
What was your conclusion? Was he a person at that time after you measured him?
But as I said, it wouldn't be possible with him. The way, if a person, let's say, a short person to hold a firearm, we look at the trajectory, how the trajectory was. If it's from the shoulder level, there could have been a gap in between. If it's from the hip level, so it could be any angle. So with your arm, it can be from shoulder level, hip level. You can raise it any level until higher than your shoulder level. So it's not going to be possible to say.
Ingakho ngasho-ke nakho ukuthi angeke kukhonakale ukuthi ngisho-ke ngoba-ke kuya ngokuthi-ke kungaba noma kuyiphi-ke i-level noma-ke kula ehlombe-ke uhle uze-ke phansi kodwa-ke ingakho ngasho-ke ukuthi nje kwakuzoba yinto lekho engeke-ke ukuthi ingenzeka.
But as you say, that exercise was of no assistance. There's nothing that could assist Brigadier Gininda to make a conclusion that it could be Sibia who fired the shot.
That is correct, Mark. I couldn't make any conclusions from that.
Ingakho-ke kulokho-ke akukho-ke engakwa ukuthi nje kufinyelele kona-ke ngisho ukuthi-ke ngempela ikona noma-ke kungaba uyena.
On the 17th of June 2020, the further received a call from the Brigadier Gininda to assist you with another person of interest in Pretoria North, correct?
That is correct, Mark.
Ngazo i-17 zikaJune 2020 waphinda futhi-ke washayela ucingo-ke uyena uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi-ke ulekelele ngomunye futhi umuntu-ke abhekile-ke ePretoria North yebo kuyiqiniso.
You did the same exercise.
That is correct, my lord.
Nalapho-ke waphinda futhi wenza ngaleyo ndlela-ke yebo kuyiqiniso.
You were with Brigadier Gininda. You were with Brigadier Gininda when you conducted the second exercise.
The first one I was with Brigadier Gininda. The second one, I think I was with Sergeant. I met Brigadier Gininda, but when I conducted the test, this Sergeant, I think Sergeant Mohan.
Yebo okokuqala-ke nganginaye-ke uBrigadier Gininda kodwa kulena manje-ke yangazo i-17 zikaJune 2020 ngahlangana naye-ke uBrigadier Gininda kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi mase ngiyokwenza-ke umsebenzi nganginaye uSergeant Mohan.
That's fabrication. Let me put it to you. You are now fabricating evidence.
I'm not fabricating evidence.
That is not in your affidavit. Unless you show me that you were with Mkhani. That's fabrication. And I'll tell you why it is fabrication. Why is it not contained in your affidavit? I listened to your evidence, to the records. You never mentioned Mkhani. You said, let me be precise what you said. You received a call from Brigadier Gininda on the 17th. You did the same exercise. They use you in a plural form. You did the same exercise as you have done with Sibia. That's what you have said.
My lord, with Sibia, I said, I received a call from Brigadier Gininda to meet him there. I met him there. When I did a measurement, I think Sergeant Mohan was also there. I didn't mention Sergeant Mohan.
May I refer you?
The same thing is Pretoria North. Pretoria North, I met with Brigadier Gininda, and when I conducted the test, I was with Sergeant, I think Sergeant Mohan was also there, but I never mentioned him again. When I conduct the test, I don't mention the person who's with me there.
Engitshilo-ke la akusukuthi-ke ngiletha omunye-ke ubufakazi ukuthi-ke yebo ngathola ucingo kuyena uBrigadier Gininda khona-ke uma ngizohlangana naye-ke eSibiya ngishilo ukuthi-ke uyena ongishayela ucingo kodwa-ke angimchazanga nalapho lo Mkhani wayekhona-ke nokwesibili-ke futhi ngashayelwa uyena uBrigadier Gininda uMkhani khona-ke angisho-ke ukuthi nganginyobani uma ngenza-ke yona leyo test leyo.
So you say you met Gininda where? Brigadier Gininda where?
He came to the station also.
Sorry?
He came to the station also.
Naye-ke uBrigadier
Pretoria North.
Pretoria North.
Station ePretoria North.
That's the reason why I'm going there. That's the reason why I'm going there. Mokgane was not mentioned in your affidavit. I listened to the records. Mokgane was not mentioned as being present when you were taking measurements from Danzi. But you mentioned now that Gininda was present at Pretoria North. Is that your evidence?
As a court, please, my lord, I don't think it's fair to say that the witness is fabricating. If we look at the record, the very same record that we've just received of the proceedings of the 30th of August 2023 on page 53, at line 17, witness testified as follows. Right, on 17 June 2020, the investigating officer, Brigadier Gininda, called me again. He said he's got a second person of interest who can be a suspect in this matter, and the person was in Pretoria North, South African Police Services. And I said, let us do the same exercise to see if we can see the difference between the two people. I did the same exercise, and it was Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi. I did the same exercise. I took the height. His height was 1.86 from shoulder level and 1.55. And then the elbow was 1.19. And so on. So the witness didn't say who was present, my lord. He just says, as he's testifying, was called by Gininda, but as to who was present when he conducted the test, it's not mentioned here. Now he's saying today that Mokgane was present. We submit, my lord, that it's unfair to portray his evidence as being a fabrication.
Lana-ke umshushishi uthi ufunda-ke kulamarekhodi-ke aqeda ukulethwa namhlanje-ke azo i-30 August 2023 ila ashoyo-ke khona-ke ufakazi ukuthi-ke ngase ngithola-ke ucingo kuyena-ke ubrigadier Gininda wase engitshela-ke ukuthi kunomuntu wesibili-ke ambhekile-ke naye-ke futhi-ke osengaba uyena-ke umsolwa kuleli cala futhi-ke loyo muntu loyo use-Pretoria North kumaphoyisa akhona-ke ngase ngithi asiphinde-ke senze-ke lokho besikwenzile-ke sibone-ke umehluko phakathi kwalabantu ababili. Ngaphinda-ke lokho ongangikwenzile kwakuwuBongani Sandiso Ntanzi ngenza-ke futhi lokho-ke ngathi ngamkala-ke kwaku-1.86 emahlombe base kuba u-1.55 kuyona-ke indololwane lana kusho umshushisi ukuthi-ke yebo nanjengoba ufakazi esho ukuthi lana-ke akashongo ukuthi wayenobani yilokho futhi akushoyo namuhla-ke uthi-ke wayekanye naye uMokgane.
Now I want to hear my colleague. Mokgane was not mentioned. That you took the same, you performed the same exercise with Sergeant Mokgane. That's what I'm saying. That is not mentioned in the records, neither in your affidavit, correct?
My lord, I did the same exercise with all the accused in the case, and I've never mentioned any of the members, police members who were with me in the scene. I only said I received a call from Brigadier Gininda, who said I must come and do that, and I went there, I did that, but I don't mention. Normally when I do this, if Brigadier Gininda is the one who called me, I'll go and attend the meeting. If you look at my reports on the crime scene, I said I was called by Captain Bentley. I've never mentioned Lieutenant Colonel Mtlato that was at the scene, but she was there at the scene.
Lana engakwenza nokuthi-ke ngashayela uyena-ke ubrigadier Gininda ucingo kodwa angisho ukuthi nganginobani nkathi-ke ngenza-ke noma-ke ngenza-ke leyo test leyo futhi-ke yilokho-ke engikwenzayo-ke ngishilo-ke ukuthi nangenkathi ngifonela uyena-ke uCaptain uBentley ukuthi-ke noma ngafonela uyena kodwa angishongo ukuthi uKenneth Mhlahlo wayelapho kodwa wayekhona uMhlahlo khona lapho.
So
lokho-ke engikwenzayo.
But is that your evidence that Brigadier Gininda, you met him at Pretoria North?
That's correct, yes.
Yebo ubufakazi bami lokho ukuthi ngahlangana naye ePretoria North ubrigadier Gininda.
During the performance of that exercise, he was not present around Brigadier Gininda.
He was not present
when you were taking those heights, those measurements from Tanz. He was not present.
I can't recall whether he was with us or but
Where did you exactly meet Gininda? At Pretoria North Police Station.
we met in one of the offices.
Ubrigadier Gininda ngeke ngibe naso isiqiniseko noma wayekhona yini-ke uMankala yena-ke uNtanzi, kodwa uma sihlangana-ke sahlangana kwelinye lamahhovisi.
But you are certain that Brigadier Gininda was on the 17th of October, 17th of June 2020, he was at Pretoria North Police Station. You are certain?
Of course, I received a call from him. He said we must meet there. I went there to meet him there.
Are you certain?
That's why I want to explain.
Ubaba bangifonela uBrigadier Gininda ngazi 17 wathi asihlangane khona lapho.
I don't want you to explain. You'll explain. It's your right to explain. But my question requires yes or no. Are you certain that Gininda was present at Pretoria North on the 17th of June 2020? One of the offices.
My Lord, I'm not going to answer a question where I'm told to say yes or no. I need to explain.
Okay, explain, but I want to know whether you are certain or not.
My explanation will conclude to that. So as I said, I went there. I received the call from him. I went there and I met with him there. I did the measurements. So I'm not sure whether when I do the measurement, I can't recall whether when I do the measurements, he was there with us or he was still in that office, so he was.
Engikushoyo-ke ukuthi-ke ngathola ucingo kuyena-ke wathi asihlangane khona lapho, ngaya-ke khona lapho. Anginaso-ke isiqiniseko ukuthi uma ngathi-ke sengikala-ke ukuthi wayekhona-ke noma wayesasele kwelinye kulelo hhovisi lelo engithi ngahlangana naye kulona.
The reason why I'm putting more emphasis on this question about the presence of Brigadier Gininda is just that his colleagues, Sergeant Mngomezulu and Sergeant Mabel, sorry, my lord, and Sergeant Mokhani, they deny that Gininda was there in Pretoria North. During trial, within the trial, he said Brigadier Gininda was present at Pretoria North on the 17th of June 2020. And this is confirmed by you that Brigadier Gininda was present, was at Pretoria North on the 17th of June 2020. Now let me take a long adjournment.
What's the time now? Can we go at half past?
I requested Kenneth to get the tape. I'm not sure if you can get it within 13 minutes.
Hello?
I requested the Kenneth, the witness, to get the tape measure. I'm not sure if you will...
Are you going to find it here or at the police station?
My Lord, the only place is where I can get the tape measures at the office, not here.
Hello?
The only place where I can get the tape measures at the office, not
That's
here.
what I thought.
But Silverton is not far. Lunchtime, you can take an hour.
Yes, Mr.
I've got a laser measurement that we can use.
You need laser, yes.
Yes, Mr.
Just before we adjourn, my lord, we just want to refer.
Is that about the correction?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it.
Villeria,
Villeria.
1st of June 2020, it was at Villeria where he met Gininda.
Sorry, are we re-examining?
No,
You're still under cross-examination.
Yes,
Now, I'm done with that aspect.
No, we're objecting. We say, my lord, that proposition that was put to the witness is not correct. The witness testified that on the first occasion, on the 1st of June 2020, at Villera Police Station, that's when he met Gininda, and on the 17th of June 2020, that's when he said he only received a call from Gininda, and that Mokhane was present. My learned friend is making an incorrect proposition to the witness.
No, but...
Okay, fine. You can argue that.
Yeah.
You can argue that. The record has it.
Yes.
So when you argue, you can say you were incorrect, blah, blah, blah. So he's saying you can only get the tape in his office.
That's correct, madam.
But at the moment, you've got a more sophisticated, accurate tape, a laser beam,
That's correct, madam.
which actually
It's more accurate than the tape.
more accurate. Yeah, so what do we do? That's his assertion that he can only get a tape. But you are saying he can get a tape anywhere else.
He must... Sorry, my lord.
Hello?
With respect, I think he must get the traditional one.
Any tape,
The one that
not the one he used.
not exactly the one he used,
I
but
see.
the similar.
Malot, I'll check in my vehicle. I might be having one because normally I'm using the laser one. So I might be having the old one in my vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Mngomezulu, we can go on then because you wanted to check that. Is that not so? You want us to attend at 1:30?
Until 2 o'clock, my lord. Until 2 o'clock, please, my lord.
What time should we attend?
My lord, the accused must also have their meals. We suggest that maybe we should resume at 2 o'clock.
2. Okay, first 2 o'clock then.
Family, what I have just heard in this court, this Mngomezulu is really Mngomezulu. When he says something, he means it. He has destroyed Magena. He has destroyed the ballistic expert. Finally, the truth is about to show up. When he was saying, when he started, that the evidence was cooked, everybody was like, oh, we got another Teffo who's coming to distract and everything. And all. So it means Teffo is being vindicated. Because we remember very well, Teffo said it loud and clear that there are top brass in the police force who were present in the scene of crime. And it has been confirmed Mngomezulu is going the same trend. And this ballistic expert was used by Gininda. They were just picking people that they think they can just use to build up a case, doing measurements and everything. What kind of a case was constructed in this fashion? This is crazy. Family, what do you think about this kind of evidence? I've never heard of something like this. I think now it's time for the government or the justice minister, who's also compromised on the VPS scandal. He was busy saying Malema must be arrested and all this. He will deal with Malema. He said it in Parliament, but promising President Cyril that you have given me this portfolio of Minister of Justice and I will destroy Malema. He's the first person I will deal with. Now, boom, he's in the scandal of VPS herself. I wonder if she is going to take herself and arrest herself on this VPS scandal, because now she was involved too in the VPS scandal. And it's been confirmed and the figures are being, Polifan Vegas just said loud and clear that she is part of the VPS scandal. This is the kind of the country we are dealing with. The people we put in power, the people we have to trust as police are the most corrupt people. I don't know what we have to do. What do you think about the evidence of Mngomezulu, the cross-examination of Mngomezulu? I think he has done us proud. That I can emphasize. This guy knows his story and he knows what he is doing in that court. And Rata had to shut his mouth up today because what he had today is something that he has not had before. And I put up a video seeing Baloyi happy in the morning coming to court, and he was like in a jovial mood. And I put a video there. I said, I wonder if that jovial mood will last until Mngomezulu finishes cross-examination. I think everything has changed. You could see when he objected, his face has changed to be something else. You could see the frowning in his face, the facial expression of his face. Baloyi is like, who is this guy called Mngomezulu? He's destroying us. He wants to put us behind bars. Mngomezulu is, I wonder if the judge will not throw out the case as soon as possible, because bringing Brigadier there, it's the end of it. He will go out on handcuffs out of that court, because he is the most biggest fabricator of this case. What do you think, family? Let's comment respectfully. Let's not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ngiyathanda nonke ngothando luka-love. Ngithi kuni bantu bakithi noma ngabe izindlu zodaka, let's fix our country. Ngiyathanda nonke. Bravo, bravo.